Yum Yum Biscuits, hot out of the oven. Nothing can make breakfast more exciting than a pan full of Yum Yum Biscuits. Let's see how to make them. The first thing we do is get out all of the ingredients to make the Yum Yum Biscuits. Then we set the oven to 425 degrees to preheat. And by the time the oven is preheated, we will have our biscuits mixed and in the pan. Measurement is very important in making any kind of baked goods. I always use 1 packed cup of gold medal flour, all purpose. Now I say a packed cup, that actually represents about a 1.5 to 1 2/3 of flour. A normal cup is about, if you sift it, is about 4.5, 4.25 ounces. This is 6 3/8 ounces. The next thing we do is we add the dry ingredients. We have 2 teaspoons of sugar, 1 heaping teaspoon of baking powder, and a teaspoon of salt. And we give this a quick pulse in our little blender. Now we'll get out the butter and cut it in. We take a 1/2 stick of butter, or 4 tablespoons of real cold butter, and we just slice it up into little chunks. And we'll put it right into our mixer. You can do this by hand, but a little mini mixer makes a real easy job of it. And when our butter is completely incorporated, we'll take it out and a few more pulses here. The butter's really cold. It will take a little more time. And we'll dump that into our mixing bowl and clean up the mixture. The next step is to mix our wet ingredients. Now you can use milk, you can use water, or you can use buttermilk. I happen to like just plain 2% milk with about 1 ounce, 1/2 ounce of lemon juice. And you'll notice that this curdles very quickly and gives the biscuits an interesting taste. You simply make a well in the center of it, and as you can see, the milk is already clabbered. And I guess you could call these Yum Yum Milk Biscuits. Mix this up and get all of the dry ingredients incorporated in it. The mixture, the dough, is going to be really sort of sticky, but we scrape the sides and incorporate all of that. Then we flour our board and dump out the dough onto the board. This would be the only time that you would really be able probably to form gluten and make hard biscuits. But if you handle the dough properly from this point on, you are going to make some biscuits that will melt in your mouth. Okay, a little over the top. And what we do is we just pat this and turn it. Very gently, just for a few minutes. As you can see, some gluten is developing. I can feel it. And the dough is getting firmer. And it's not quite as elastic as it was, or sticky. Keep your board floured. And then all you have to do is pat it out, and it's ready to cut and go into the pan. But that's what the dough looks like. It is very, very soft, and you just pat it out. You don't need to roll it, and our oven is ready. We're going to put them in the pan and bake them. We want to get out our pan that we're going to bake the biscuits in and put about 2 to 3, maybe 4, a generous amount of cooking oil in the pan. Then we're ready to cut our biscuits. This recipe usually makes 6 biscuits. Here we go. We just swirl our first biscuit around, coat it on oil, and turn it over. The rest of them we can just coat and turn. Coat and turn both sides. That should make 5 generous biscuits. And we'll make the 6th one here. Just pat the dough back together. Don't work it too much. Here is the 6th biscuit. Get a good coating of oil on both sides. And there is our center biscuit. Coat it. There's our biscuits ready to pop into the oven for 20 minutes. Here's our Yum Yum Biscuits, all ready for butter and jelly and the enjoyment of breakfast. Enjoy.